This is the ultimate and only guide you're going to need for Holy Priest in Phase 2 of Season of Discovery. Hello, my name is Javier and I am here to make your life easier in World of Warcraft. Starting off with the priority, we're going to want spell healing over absolutely everything. MP5 for more mana, up in second. Then it's going to be intellect, then spirit, and then spell critical strike. Looking at the talents then, we're going to start off by putting 5 out of 5 into holy specialization, improving the critical chance of our holy spells. I'm then going to put 3 into improved renew, increasing the amount healed from it, and another 2 into divine fury. Divine Fury reducing the cast time specifically of our heal and greater heal by 0.2 seconds. After that, we're going to put 3 points into Inspiration, increasing the target's armor for 25% for 15 seconds when they are affected by a critical strike from our heal, greater heal, flash heal, or prayer of healing. I'm then going to put 1 point into Holy Nova. This is an AoE spell that's going to beam out from around you, and it's going to do some damage to enemies and healing to your allies around you as well. Now, you can see here we're going to need some more points to go on to the next row, so I'm going to add 1 more point into Divine Fury. We're going to put 3 points into improved healing, reducing the mana cost of some of our spells, and also 2 points into Holy Reach, increasing the range of some of our spells. Next up, we're going to put 2 points into improved Prayer of Healing, reducing the mana cost of Prayer of Healing by 20%. This is our main AoE spell that we get, but it can get very expensive. I'm then going to put 4 points into Spiritual Guidance, increasing our healing done by a percentage of our spirit. And then I'm going to put the last 5 points into Spiritual Healing, purely increasing our healing by 10%. Now, overall, I do think that Discipline is actually going to perform a lot better in Phase 2 of SoD. However, Holy can be very, very fun indeed. And I don't think that it is worth taking Spirit of Redemption or the Lightwell purely just because of the added baseline healing we're going to get from Spiritual Healing and Spiritual Guidance. We're going to put Serendipity on our chest rune. Healing with Flash Heal reduces the cast time of your next lesser heal, or greater heal, or Prayer of Healing by 20%, and this can stack up to 3 times. Meaning that when we use our Flash Heal in a raid, say, we can then get a lot quicker Prayer of Healing out with the 3 stacks, and therefore improving our AoE healing. If you need very targeted damage reduction on the next rune, I would go for Power Word Barrier. However, Prayer of Mending is also a good option for pure healing overall. However, Homunshuli would actually be one of the best in my opinion. You need to sometimes think that it's not all about how much healing we're putting out, but actually how much damage we're preventing our allies from taking at the same time. And this one is going to break off splinters and animate them into 3 miniature copies of yourself, reducing the enemy's attack speed, attack power, and armor as well. On the hand rune, you can either go for Circle of Healing or Penance. I think Penance is fantastic. I just love everything about it. And remember, it's sometimes about having fun and not always min-maxing, and like the aesthetic of a penance and just things like, I mean, it is pretty much the best anyway, but like just everything about it I absolutely love, and that's what I am going to go with on there. In Phase 1, this was phenomenal for healing. We're going to go for Empowered Renew on the Waste rune, where your Renew now heals 1 extra time immediately when applied and gains 15% increased benefit each time it heals from your bonus healing effects. In addition, it can now be affected on targets who also have a Renew from another priest on them. And then I'm going to put Pain Suppression, which is usually a discipline talent. I'm going to put this on the feet, instantly reducing all damage taken by a friendly target by 40% and increasing resistance to spell mechanics for X amount of seconds. So overall then, we're going to be using our Flash Heal to get our quicker Prayer of Healings out. And remember, we are reducing the mana cost of our Prayer of Healing over here. We can get a lot of Renews out, as this is going to be doing a lot better in Phase 2 with the Empowered Renew rune alongside our improved Renew talent. Homunshuli is going to be helping debilitate our enemies and therefore doing less damage at a slower rate to our allies. And then, of course, for single target, we can be using Penance to top people off, and also Pain Suppression, reducing the damage they're taking. Looking then at the Pre-Bis Gear, you can see here there is quite a lot of different options we can go for. If you've been raiding BFD, then still do keep going. If you're leveling up still while watching this video, it's fantastic for XP and also loot. You can see here there's a lot of items from the Scarlet Monastery and PvP that are also going to be very useful for you, as well, of course, as tailoring. If you are a rich kid, then you can hop on over to the auction house and get anything with of healing on it. As you can see here with these green items, they are all generally going to be very good. If you would like a more in-depth version of a gearing guide, I will actually be filming this and putting this out on my channel soon. So please make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. And that will include where you can get the best leveling items, including BFD, and also pre-biz and biz, and looking at different options for every slot. Looking then at the actual best in slot gear, I of course recommend that you take tailoring for the Neuro-linked Arcano Filament Monocle. And this is actually going to increase your damage and healing by 22, add some MP5, and when you use it, it's going to reduce the mana cost of spells by 50%, and also increase your spell power, and therefore healing power, by 50 for 12 seconds, yes, that's right, on a 10-minute cooldown. Things like the Pendant of Homecoming, again, increasing healing done, MP5, there's going to be a bit of a trend here on these. A lot of it is from Nomagon, not Mechanon. Nomagon, Synthetic Mantle, again, also from Nomagon. Cloak of Invention, same again on here. We're going to be using the Hyperconductive Shimmer Shirt here, which is really good. Adding some Spirit and MP5 here. And we can also enchant this with plus 100 mana, which is fantastic. And this is on the chest, legs, and booties. And this again is from Nomagon, not Mechanon. Tinker's Wrist Wraps again on the bracers, and then there's the Defibrillating Staff where you can boom people back to life with that, and also increasing healing done and damage by arcane spells if you got them as well. Going on to the right hand side then, we're going to go over the Dreamweave Gloves from tailoring, and the Mech Mender's Sash on the waist, increasing again healing at MP5. Again, legs and boots are going to be the set I've shown you. This is a unique equipped gear you can get from Mechanon, increasing intellect, spirit, nature, and arcane resistance, and increasing healing at MP5 again. You want to make sure you're getting the innovation one of this one. Blood Covenant Seal is from the new Stranglethorn Vale PvP event where you have to kill everyone every 3 hours, and this is going to be really good. There's very specific class and specialization rewards, and you buy them at the Gurubashi Arena. Kill everyone, then you get a blood buff, you hand this in at the altars, that gives you blood coins, you hand these in at Gurubashi. Acolyte's Void Pearl from Phase 1 is still best in slot. If you were DPSing in Phase 1, don't forget you can actually trade this in for 75 gold for the healing one in Booty Bay. Gliodine Pill Bottle, more MP5 and removing what's it called? Immobilizing effects from your allies, and Jaina's Firestarter on the wand. If you're wondering what consumables to get, well, of course, Greater Mana Potions are going to be a lot cheaper in this phase. Woohoo for us. Looking at food, you can go for the Sagefish Delight, which is going to give you some MP5, or something like a Spider Sausage, which is just going to give you stamina and spirit, and is very easily achievable with farming them in Dustwallow Marsh, or getting them on the auction house. Lesser Arcane Elixir as well, if you want to improve your spell damage and get in some DPS in there. And looking on professions, of course, I recommend getting tailoring for the monocle that I mentioned in the Biz Gear, but on the second one, enchanting I personally think goes perfectly with it. One being because enchanting and tailoring are both two professions that don't need a gathering one, so it's saving you money. And you could also take like something like alchemy for this mildly irradiated potion over here, but you know, then you've got to take herbalism. Overall then, the enchanted Sigil of Innovation increases your damage, healing with spells by 20 for 30 minutes, which is of course fantastic. If you're wondering how to get this, there's going to be an epic quest line. We don't really know actually too much about that yet, but I will be doing a guide on my channel when it comes out. So again, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss that. If you guys do need any help at all outside of that, then please do consider joining my Discord where we can level, dungeon and raid. We have a huge community of WoW players, both in SoD, retail and RAF. And if you even want to go one step further and help support me so that I can put more of these videos out for you, please also do consider joining my Patreon or YouTube membership below, where you can then open up one-to-one tickets with me in the Discord, and I can help you with logging, log analysis, simming, setting up your UI, and any of that cool stuff. And you also get these videos out before anyone else. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a great time in Season of Discovery, and I'll see you in Nomagon, not Mechanon.